Okay. Hi, everybody. Thanks for welcoming me. Thanks for the second slot in English. I'm going to talk about Hearsay systems. I'm mainly going to talk about advisors and agents and how agents and advisors and brokers can exist in this digital world. So I'm Olivier. I'm managing Hearsay systems operation in Europe. We've been in Europe for 4 years. We have operations in the main European countries: Spain, Italy, France, UK, Germany. Gerson, Davide are in the room. They are managing our Spanish operations. We have a good experience now, and even if we are a US-based company, we have a good experience on how digital can help and support advisors and agents to grow their business and to become more efficient. And that's what I want to talk to you about. So before I talk about this story, just does everybody recognize this picture? Yeah? No? So it's Back to the Future. So let's go back in the future, and let's go back in 2007. So in 2007, Steve Jobs presented for the first time iPhone. That seems like phones have been here forever. Actually, it's only 10 years old. And in 2007, when this device appeared, actually it was much more than a device. What happened is that it has fully transformed the way customers interact with brands. And everything now is driven by this device. Everything is driven, what happens today, and anything we are talking about, as long as we are talking about customer relationship, is impacted by what happened in 2007 and by what Steve Jobs launched in 2007. The thing that happened is that basically the number of devices and the number of touch points and the number of interaction has just exploded. What everybody in the room now is doing is that some of you are writing some notes, some of you are typing on their laptop, but what most of you are doing is checking your cell phones. Okay. Some of you are reading your email, some of you are reading your Facebook feed, taking pictures. That's what you are doing now. I can see you. Okay. Because you have your cell phone, and because we can't spend more than 90 seconds without checking if something happened, if we have received an email, if we have notification. We are doing it for business. We are doing it as a consumer. So whether it's a B2B relationship, whether it's a B2C, this is the way that's shaped our life, our daily life. And I think what's important is that whether we are an individual, a consumer, or whether we are a business man or woman, we act in the same way. Okay, so it's not as if we were separating the worlds. And our customers, your customers, they are the same. They act in the same way. So what that means is that now this mobile experience has created something where we have a zero tolerance to waiting, zero tolerance to errors, zero tolerance to not having the information or not having the response to the question we've asked immediately. It has created a world on demand for everything. And if it's not on demand, as a customer, we switch to something else instantly. Okay. And the second thing that's created is intimacy in the relationship. Because mobile has created such great experiences to interact with other people that the way, for bad or good, but the way people are interacting now is through messaging, through mobile, taking pictures, exchanging posts. That's the way people interact now. Okay. And that's what customers, again, are expecting to find when they are interacting with the brands. In the financial services industry, a lot of fintechs have emerged, a lot of startups have emerged, both to disrupt the models, what Alejandro showed, but also revamping the customer experience. In a world where the services provided by banks and insurance are not super sexy, it's not like Google or like Apple or like Coke, it still appeared that there was a way to present a better customer experience, something that was more exciting, something that was more engaging. And a lot of startups that have emerged in this world are based on a better customer experience. A lot of robo-advisor success, actually, is both based on the fact that you can manage your assets 24 hours a day, but also based on it's so easy. It's one click. This is one-click experience that you are finding, that you want to find. The one that you are having with Iberia, if I buy a ticket, with Just Eat, if I order some food, or El Corte, if I buy some clothes, I want to find it also with my insurance company. And some startups have leveraged and found opportunities in that. As a brand, you have massively invested into this mobile experience. You have created websites, mobile websites, apps, customer areas, managing the process online, 24 hours, super great. That's good. But what about your advisors? What about your agents? What about your brokers? What we see in Spain, across Europe, is that actually agents and advisors are selling as if we were still in 2007. Whereas their customers are behaving in 2017, the brands, insurance brands, are behaving like 2017. Your advisors and agents and brokers, a lot of times, I'm not saying always, but a lot of times, are selling and continue to go to market with 2007 tools. Some of them, it happens to me regularly, meeting some agents saying, I prefer to mail, to send postal mail to my customers because I have better confidence. I think it brings more trust in the relationship. A lot of them to sell phone and prospect by phoning. Although it's more and more difficult to reach to a customer by phone because nobody answers any landline calls. You answer less and less calls if the phone number that is calling you is not registered in your contact list. Okay? You don't want to answer somebody you don't know. So phone call has become more and more expensive. It's super expensive to reach out to a customer, to a prospect by phoning him. And direct mail is, of course, something that is also expensive and not super efficient anymore. But still, a lot of agents and advisors are doing that. Whereas customers expect instant and mobile experience. Because your agents, your brokers, your advisors are the first touch point for most of your customers. And that's your value, that's your asset for the ones who are operating with a physical distribution network, complementing, of course, online insurance. But your physical distribution network is one of your primary assets, and probably one that you are leveraging most when you want to compete against pure players. Sorry. So you need to help and your agent advisors go into the 2017 world. Okay? You need to explain them. You need to educate them. You need to train them that today customers want to be mobile, want to have instant conversations. And of course, you need to support them and equip them in doing that. A few numbers that I think are very, very convincing and very impressive about the efficiency of instant messaging. 90% of text, 98% of text are open. So the open rate of text messaging is 98%. Okay. That's awesome. No other channel has this open rate. If I'm making a call campaign, I'm not going to reach out to 98% of the people. No way. If I'm sending an email campaign, maybe my open rate is going to be 30%, 40%. If it's a customer base, okay? If it's a prospect base, maybe 10, 20, I don't know. 98. 90 seconds average response time that we are seeing among our users, agents and advisors who are using text message on a broad basis. 90 seconds average response time. Super efficient, super productive. At a time where you, as a company, and agents, as a business, local business, need to save time, need to save money, and need to become more productive, text messaging, instant messaging is a way for them to become much, much more productive. And of course, all this communication, this conversation happen on mobile. Text messaging, by definition, instant messaging, 100% on mobile. emails open at 70, 80, 90% on mobile, depending on the countries and the industries. So if your advisors and your agents are not switching to this world, as you as a company, you have done it. You have switched to this world. You are switching to this world. If your agents and advisors are staying in the 2007 world, you are not helping them. And you are not giving them the conditions to continue to exist and thrive into the 2017 world. Of course, some of them are doing it. They're not stupid. They are facing the customers. They see how the customers are moving. They are customers of other brands, so they're not stupid. They are moving into this world. But if, as a company, as a brand, you don't help them so that they can industrialize, so that they can make it faster, so that they can do it with best-of-class tools, whatever the area, then they are going to lag behind. And I think it's important to do it along the whole sales and sales cycle, through the funnel of the customer journey to buy and to manage an insurance policy. Top of the funnel, brand awareness. This is, I would say, the easiest part. Channels like social networks. Are your advisors, your agent on social networks? Do they have a custom local agent advisor website that is mobile responsive, so that they can be searchable, so that they can be findable when people are searching and looking for insurance locally in their cities? 50% of the searches on Google are local. And if you make any search on Google, I guess you will see that any kind of results, any industry, any search is local first on the first page. Okay? No way that your company website is going to appear, if you don't pay, on the first page of Google results. Only local websites are going to appear and are going to show up on Google search. If your agents and advisors don't have, and if you don't help your agents and advisors leverage website technology, local website technology, to be on Google on the first page, they won't be findable. When customers move into the funnel, when they are engaging agent advisors, and now they are interacting and dealing to buy a policy, there is a need to nurture the leads. There is a need to close the leads, and there is a need to service, of course, the customers. The one-to-one communication and the one-to-one digital channels are great, because that's exactly what we were doing 30 years ago. We were taking coffee and chatting over coffee. Now we are chatting over Messenger, we are chatting over LinkedIn, we are chatting over WhatsApp, SMS. That's the way people are chatting now. So your advisors need to be able to chat with their customers, their brokers, your agents need to be able to chat with their customers through this one-to-one messaging communication. So as a wrap-up, top of the funnel, social, Facebook, LinkedIn, main social networks, websites for agents and advisors, so that they can have a personal brand on digital channels, and so that they can exist in this digital world. And view it as a digital business card. Okay? View it as the new 2017 business card. The good news is that with this 2017 business card, you can do much more than a business card. It's much more than just putting a phone number, an address, and a map. It's about also sharing content and developing the expertise that you can share with a broader base. See it also as a productive tool. If I'm connected, if I have 1,000 fans of my Facebook page, when I'm posting something, I give the ability to a much broader set of people to access this content, to share this content, to comment this content. Okay. Same for websites. It's a much more productive way to be searchable by having a local, mobile-optimized, SEO-optimized website as an agent and advisors. And then one-to-one communications, email, text, instant messaging, to be able to interact with customers and prospects, and to be able to interact on the way they want you, as an agent, as an advisor, to interact. Okay. That's what we are doing at Hearsay. We are providing solutions, technology, for advisors, for agents, so that they can leverage these digital channels in the relationship they are having with their customers and prospects. We provide a solution that enables to manage different channels and different channels consistently at the advisor level. So we are not equipping brands and insurance companies at the central level, central marketing, central distribution, central call center. We are at the local level. Because what we have seen 8 years ago when the company was started, and it's still the case, is that there is a deep need to equip local sales force, local agents, local advisors, local brokers, so that they can exist and develop in the digital world. So, yeah, that was my message. It's your responsibility and your benefit also, at the end of the day, to help your agents, brokers, advisors live in 2017, go to market like it's 2017, sell and interact with their customers like it's 2017, and not let them be in the 2007 world before the great tool that was iPhone and cell phone appeared on the market. Thank you.